Dear students, in the topic quadratic equations and expressions, now let us see quadratic inequation related. You know well, the general form of a quadratic inequation will be ax square plus bx plus c either less than 0 or less than or equal to 0 or greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal to 0. Now, we have two methods to solve a quadratic inequation. One is algebraic method, whereas second is graphical method. Algebraic method and graphical method. Now, you see this problem. Solve the inequation x square minus 10x plus 21 less than 0 by algebraic method. What do you mean by solving an inequation? Finding the set of numbers which satisfy the given inequation is called solution of the inequation. Now, we need to find those x which satisfy this condition. For that, in algebraic method, you take up x square minus 10x plus 21, this expression. You just try to factorize this by, since delta is positive for this, you will get it as x minus 3 into x minus 7. Now, one can observe that there are two numbers of which smaller is 3, greater is 7. Now, by observation, if you choose x values more than 7, x minus 3 is positive, x minus 7 is positive, product of two positive numbers is going to be positive. If you choose x values between 3 and 7, x minus 3 will be positive, whereas x minus 7 would be negative. Like 4 you substitute, this is positive, this is negative. Product of these two expressions would be negative, and hence for any number between 3 and 7, this expression is going to be negative. Now, for any number less than 3, x minus 3 is negative, x minus 7 is negative, so their product is positive. Even exactly at x is equal to 3, the expression value becomes 0, exactly at x is equal to 7, the expression value becomes 0. With this discussion, we want those x where this expression is negative, that is x square minus 10x plus 21 less than 0 implies it is becoming for all the values between 3 and 7. We can say x belongs to 3 comma 7. Suppose we are given the same expression less than or equal to 0. That means we have to take the solution set where this is less than 0 or even equal to 0. It becomes equal to 0 at the numbers 3 comma 7. So, in that case we write the solution set as closed interval 3 comma 7. That is, even 3 and 7 are also included. Suppose you are given the same expression greater than 0. That means I want this expression to be positive. It is positive for the values of x from minus infinity to open 3 union open 7 to infinity. In this case, x will be belongs to minus infinity to open 3 union open 7 to infinity. If at all we are asked to write this expression to be greater than or equal to 0, I have to take where this expression is positive or even 0. That means I need to include these two numbers. In that case, x belongs to minus infinity to 3 closed union closed 7 to infinity. In this way, any quadratic inequation for which we have delta positive, we will find two roots, one smaller, one bigger. Generally, when x square coefficient is positive, less than 0 means the middle interval, greater than 0 is the last two, and equal to 0 will be these two numbers. Accordingly, we can write the solution set. Now, you see, solve x square minus 10x plus 21 less than 0 by graphical method. The same previous problem we are going to solve by graphical method. That means, we want to draw the graph of the expression x square minus 10x plus 21, for which we take certain set of values to plot. You see, I take x values as well as y values. So, I take x is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Some values can be taken so that we will get y values. These points will be plotted in a graph so that we can try to identify the solution set. You see, for x is equal to minus 2, this expression is going to be 4 plus 20, 24 plus 21, which is 45. When x is minus 1, it is going to be 1 plus 10, 11 plus 21, 32. When x is 0, it is 21. When x is 1, it is 11 plus 1, 12. When x is 2, it is 4 plus 1, 5. When x is 3, it is 0. When x is 4, 16 plus 21, that is 37, minus 40, it is going to be minus 3. When x is 5, this is 25 plus 21, 46 minus 50, which is minus 4. And when x is 6, 36 plus 21, which is 57 minus 60, minus 3. And when x is 7, you can observe it as 0. Even you take x is equal to 8. 64 plus 21, that is 85 minus 80, which is 5. Now, each one can be treated as a point in xy plane. Minus 2 comma 45, minus 1 comma 32. Likewise, we can treat each case as a point in xy plane. Now, I take x axis and y axis and give the numbers. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even minus 1, minus 2 and so on. Let the scale be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 on y axis. Now, the point is minus 2 comma 45. Minus 2 comma 45 would be somewhere here. Minus 1 comma 32. Minus 1 comma 32 will be here. 0 comma 21. At 0 it is 21. And 1 comma 12. 1 comma 12 will be here. 2 comma 5. 2 comma 5 would be here. 3 comma 0. 3 comma 0 would be here. The next 4 comma minus 3. 4 comma minus 3 we can take here because this would be minus 10. Then 5 comma minus 4 can be taken here. 6 comma minus 3 can be here. 7 comma 0 and 8 comma 5. If you join all these points, you are going to get like a parabola. We know that the graph of this expression is going to be a parabola. You see, it has cut x axis at 2 points at 3 and 7. Solutions of this equation are integers. We can easily identify these numbers. So, 3 comma 7 are the roots. Now, as this expression is parabola, this curve goes like this. I want the solution set where this expression is negative. You can observe that for all values of x between 3 and 7, the expression is negative, and hence we can say that when x belongs to 3 comma 7, in this interval this expression, that is x square minus 10x plus 21 is going to be negative. This is the solution set. But generally, if the roots of this expression are little complicated like in surds, it may not exactly identify these numbers. So, graphical method of solution gives some idea, whereas algebraic method gives the exact solution in any case. Now, you see this problem. Solve the inequation root of x minus 3 into 2 minus x is less than root of 4x square plus 12x plus 11. So, here before we proceed, we have to take such x where x minus 3 into 2 minus x is greater than or equal to 0, because it is input of a square root, condition 1, whereas second 4x square plus 12x plus 11 must be greater than or equal to 0. This is condition 2, and the given inequation is condition 3. Now, we have to see the x which satisfy all the 3 constraints, and we have to take the common solution. For the first one, you see this can be written like x minus 3 into x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. By our procedure, this is plot small number 2 and 3. It is a standard inequation. So, set of all x which satisfy between 2 and 3, as equality is there, we take even the closed interval. Therefore, x belongs to closed 2 comma 3 satisfies this inequation. Whereas, second, this is 4x square plus 12x plus 11 greater than or equal to 0. If you try to factorize this, you are not going to get the factors, or you can apply the formula, basic formula. Here you can observe that delta is b square 144 minus 4 into a into c, which is a negative quantity. As delta is negative, the expression, its graph will be upper parabola and it should not intersect x axis. That means for all real values from minus infinity to infinity, this expression is positive. I want those x values for which it is greater than or equal to 0. That means the solution set is x belongs to R for the second condition. So, first condition is x belongs to closed 2 comma 3, whereas second condition is this. Now, let us go to the third condition. He has given root of x minus 3 into 2 minus x is less than root of 4x square plus 12x plus 11. Now, as both sides it is a positive number, you can square on both sides, which you will get like x square minus 5x plus 6 with minus sign is less than 4x square plus 12x plus 11, which gives 5x square plus 7x plus 17 is greater than 0. This becomes 5x square plus 7x plus 17 greater than 0. Now, if you try to factorize here, we are unable to get. Even if you just find delta, delta is b square minus 4ac, which is 49 minus 340, which is a negative number. If delta is negative, what does it mean? It means that it will be upper parabola not intersecting x axis. So, this will be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. So, the solution set of this inequation is x belongs to R. Now, we need those x which satisfy first condition, second and third. See, first condition, second and third. The intersection of all these is going to be x belongs to closed 2 comma 3. This is the solution. Now, let us see this question. Solve the inequation root of x square minus 3x minus 10 is greater than 8 minus x. This is the inequation. First of all, to proceed, this x square minus 3x minus 10 must be greater than or equal to 0, otherwise this is not defined. So, we have to take the solution set of this inequation. This we can write like x minus 5 into x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0, which means you take the interval, small number is minus 2, this is 5, greater than or equal to 0 in the sense this interval as well as this should be taken, that is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 union 5 to infinity. In other than these values, this particular question is not defined, and hence our final solution set lies in this interval. This is, let me say, set 1. Then coming to next point, root of x square minus 3x minus 10 is greater than 8 minus x is the second condition. Here can we take square on both sides? Wait, you can take square on both sides of an inequation only when both are positive. Here actually it is positive. What about 8 minus x? We cannot say whether it is positive or negative. This is why from here two cases again. Case 1, so 8 minus x is negative, that is 8 less than x, x greater than 8 case. You see, when this is negative, square root of anything will be 0 or positive. A 0 or positive number is always greater than negative number, and hence all the numbers which are greater than 8 will satisfy this condition. Provided for this there is a restriction. That means combination of these two is going to give the solution in this case. So, in this interval you can take any number greater than 8 as solution. Therefore, x belongs to 8 to infinity. You see, in this greater than 8 all numbers can be taken. X belongs to 8 to infinity is okay for us, which satisfy the given inequation. Then go to case 2 where 8 minus x is greater than or equal to 0, that is x less than or equal to 8 case. In this case, now it is 0 or positive, you can take square on both sides, so that this becomes x square minus 3x minus 10 is greater than 64 plus x square minus 16x, which becomes x square can be cancelled, so that you will get 13x is greater than 74. So, x is greater than 74 by 13. So, we are discussing the case where x is less than or equal to 8, whereas in this case we are dealing with x greater than 17 by 13. That is, we have to take x which is 74 by 13 is around, it is less than 8. So, in this case you have to take those x which are less than or equal to 8 but greater than 74 by 13. So, we can say that x belongs to open 74 by 13 to 8. So, in this case we got open 8 to infinity and here open 74 by 13 to 8. Both will give us the solution set, this as well as this. Therefore, combination of these two is going to be the final solution, which is, you see, 74 by 13 to infinity is going to be the final solution set of this inequation. You see what we have done? For the definition of this square root, for the defining of that, input must be greater than or equal to 0. We solved. Basically, x must be in this. In this interval, we have to, statement 2 is going to be this inequation. This we need to solve. Here, we can't square directly. Two cases, 8 minus x negative, 8 minus x greater than or equal to 0. Here we get some solution, we have taken intersection of these two. Here we got some solution, we have taken intersection of those two, which is this. So, ultimately this union this is going to be our final answer. In this way, we can handle inequations involving quadratic expressions. Dear students, so far in the topic quadratic equations and expressions, we have seen solving a quadratic equation, direct equation as well as reducible to quadratic equations format we have seen. Then we have seen finding the nature of roots of a quadratic equation with the help of discriminant. Then we have seen the relation between coefficients and roots of a quadratic equation like alpha plus beta, alpha beta and related symmetric functions problems. Then we have seen problems based on common root for two quadratic equations. Then transformation of roots related concept. Coming to quadratic expressions, we have seen how to draw the graph of a quadratic expression and its change of sign as x belongs to R is observed. Then we could find a formula to find minimum or maximum value of a given quadratic expression and whose application can be done with the range problems. We have done how to find range of certain problems involving quadratic expressions. Then we have seen a method procedure to solve quadratic inequations followed by some miscellaneous problems. That is all the content we have discussed. So, friends, what I say, algebra, the remark which made a remarkable change in entire mathematics, is contributed by many mathematicians. Even India in 9th century in the book Ganitasara Sangraham, Mahaviracharya said, Laukike Vaidike Vapi Tatha Samayike Piyaha Vyaparastattra Sarvatra Sankhyanam Upayujyate Kamatantrena Ardhasastrecha Gandharve Natakena Piva Supasastre Tatha Vaidye Vastu Vidya Divastushu Chandolankara Kavyeshu Tarka Vyakaranadishu Kalaguneshu Sarveshu Prastutam Param Suryadi Grahachareshu Grahane Graha Samyutau Triprasne Chandra Vruttau Cha Sattvatrangi Krutam Hitat Bahubhi Pralapai Kim Trailokye Sacharachare Yatkinchid Vastu Tatsarvam Ganitena Binanahi. That means India has developed mathematics such a way that mathematics is used in all these fields. So, this is all I can say the boon given by algebra. Let us all take algebra to next level and develop methods to solve even higher order equations. Thank you.